Test, test. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our live stream Sunday service and program from the Los Angeles Gedatsu Church. I'm Reverend Naoya Okano. We have been live streaming our Sunday service for several months now. Of course, they are not the same as actually being together, but I hope live streaming gives you the sense of being with other members who are experiencing the service at the same time. This morning's appreciation service will be combined with our annual Sanskrit service. Therefore, our opening prayer will include our prayers of appreciation to the Sun Spirit for its blessings in our lives. Now, please join me in prayer. Let us put our hands together in prayer. We join in giving reverence to the universal life force, all guardian angels, and the souls of our ancestors. We give thanks for the infinite blessings we receive. We resolve to live each day with appreciation and gratitude. Today, we would like to extend and show our appreciation sincerely to the Sun for its blessing. Aspiration. May peace reign over the world and all people enjoy prosperity and happiness. May we unite and cooperate in the salvation of mankind. May we pray for the peaceful rest of all spirits. And may divine grace bless all things equally. Appreciation and gratitude. I shall reciprocate the profound and immeasurable blessings I receive from my country, my parents, my teachers, society, and all creation in the universe. Supplication. With respectful and sincere hearts, we dedicate ourselves to the practice of Gedatsu. We ask Master Gedatsu Kongo to guide us as we follow his example to live with appreciation and gratitude, and to be of service to all. Homage to our founder Gedatsu Kongo 7 times. ナムゲダツコンゴ、ナムゲダツコンゴ、ナムゲダツコンゴ、ナムゲダツコンゴ、ナムゲダツコンゴ、ナムゲダツコンゴ、ナムゲダツコンゴ。That concludes our opening prayer and prayer for the Sanskrit. That concludes our opening prayer and the prayers for the Sun Spirit. Now we will hear the holy voice of Master Gedatsu Kongo reciting the 5 principles of the Gedatsu Church.
私は埼玉県北足立郡中丸村田本寺下脱教会本園岡野政権であります。下脱教の教えご法則を申し上げます。1、神ながらの大道天地宇宙の神様は祈られるところに静まりましまして、必ずそのご意徳とご意向はいかに苦しむ人の身の自悪修行の外の苦も必ず治る限りに絶えないのであります。2、大自然の法則は日々参考朝昼夜月々三足神中しも月の運行は春夏秋冬いかに文明科学の力にも及ばざることの大自然であります。3、最高道徳に進まれたいのであります。道徳に反道徳あります。1、努力せず要求す。2、努力して要求す。3、努力して要求せずであります。これ、自然の恵みを待つのが最高道徳であります。4、自我、充実は身もいいも国も世界も皆滅びるのであります。現世界の動きを見られたいのであります。自我、充実は無限であるからであります。自我、仏脚は皆生きられるのであります。この理由は何事も求めいないから自然の幸福に得られるのであります。その意味を自己判定していたいのであります。と、天地宇宙の法則は、宙に法、仁義礼、これ、王妃のもと国民の神よ、時代以来の国法であります。以上、下脱教会のご法則であります。
Now, I'd like to say a few words on this occasion of the Sun Spirit service. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our Sun Spirit service today. As a token of our appreciation to the sun, we gave offering of food and produce on the altar. On February 11, the annual Sun Spirit ceremony was held at the Goreichi in Japan. The event was live streamed, and I hope you enjoyed watching it on YouTube. Today, I'd like to talk about the significance of the sun and what we can learn from the Sun Spirit. I would also like to introduce you to someone who lives the characteristic spirit of the sun. As you know, the sun has been an object of worship from ancient time, not only as a religious symbol, but as an essential element of life. Throughout recorded history, humans on every continent have recognized the power and energy of the sun and its essential relationship to all forms of life. Let me give you some examples. First, the sun is the source of food. For humans to survive, we must consume carbohydrates, the sugars, starches, and the fibers found in plants. But where do plants get their food? The answer is they make it themselves. Plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide in the air to make glucose, which is a form of sugar they need to survive. This process is called photosynthesis, and only plants can create these organic substances. In other words, we are able to survive by consuming solar energy through plants. During the process of photosynthesis, plants also create and expel oxygen. It goes without saying that we can't survive without oxygen. And we can't burn anything for energy like electricity without it either. Next, water. When the surface of oceans and the lands are heated by solar energy, water evaporates, rises to the sky, and creates clouds, which eventually returns to the earth as rain or snow. This circulation of water happens because of solar energy. In other words, we are able to consume and use water thanks to the sun. The last example is wind. Like water, air also heats and expands. When air rises, it cools and shrinks. Also, because the Earth's axis is tilted away toward the sun, the strength of solar energy falls unevenly upon the Earth's surface. Winds are created by this differential heating of the Earth. Without this constant movement of air, epidemics like COVID-19 spread easily and quickly, and plant seeds can't spread. Also, winds over open bodies of water transfer energy to the water in the form of waves and tides. Maybe I have gotten too scientific, but it is to illustrate the essential relationship the sun has to all living things. It is not too much to say that no life can exist without the sun. The sun is absolutely a gift from God. A significant feature of the sun is that it gives its light and energy equally to all without distinction. And it grants us these life-giving gifts without complaining or asking anything in return. Master Gedatsu Kongo called this quality of giving without asking for anything in return as the sun spirit. He taught that this is the highest moral conduct which we should practice and achieve. Gedatsu Kongo erected the Sun Spirit Monument as the symbolic expression of the spiritual significance of the sun. He unveiled the monument on February 11, 1940, the 2600-year anniversary of the imperial reign of Japan. At this celebration, Gedatsu Kongo said, "Compare yourself with this sun spirit. Reflect on yourselves and determine to live with a sense of appreciation and requital like the sun." The global pandemic has driven our society into darkness. As we begin to recover from its health and economic impact, we, as Gedatsu students, should engrave the sun spirit on our minds and in our hearts. We should strive to live like the sun by bringing light into our surroundings and the lives of others. Here, I'd like to introduce you to an individual who has sincerely practiced the sun spirit, which is Hideto Yoshioka. Hideto is a 55-year-old Japanese doctor. Let me give you his brief profile. When he was a teenager, Hideto learned that because of wars, famine, and poverty, many children in Asia and Africa were dying because they lacked access to medical treatment. Seeing this, he became determined to be a doctor and offer medical treatment to those without access. After becoming a doctor, he worked at an emergency medical service in Japan to hone his skill as quickly as possible while saving money. When he had saved enough money, he began volunteering with NGOs, which is non-governmental organization in developing countries like Myanmar. In 1996, when he started medical practice in Myanmar, there were areas where there was only one doctor to treat more than 300,000 people. He established his base practice there and provided a traveling clinic until he ran out of his own money. Later, Hideto founded a non-profit organization called Japan Heart, for which he continues to offer free medical treatment in many developing countries. He established the charity as a way to get monetary support for his work. Gedatsu Kai of Japan is one of the supporters of Japan Heart. The Myanmar study tour, in which one of our members, Wataru Matsumoto, participated a couple of years ago, is part of the program to support Japan Heart. I think you'd agree that Hideto Yoshioka is someone who has sincerely practiced the sun spirit. Here is one example of that. When Hideto began his volunteer work in Myanmar, he received some money from the NGO to cover his cost of food. However, he didn't spend the money on himself. Instead, he used it to provide meals for the malnourished children he visited. He was given rice, vegetables, and eggs as a form of appreciation from the people in the village he served, but he cashed in those items to purchase much needed medicines for the people. The children didn't know that their meals came from him, so he was never thanked directly by them, but Hideto was just happy to be able to see the kids eating meals. He thought, I'm lucky to be able to come here. I'm happy I'm here. I'm glad I was born in this world. He said, virtuous deeds that you practice without anyone's notice bring the greatest blessings from God. If you want true happiness, live for the sake of others. That will maximize your value, not the attention and acclaim. I believe that Hideto Yoshioka is one who truly practices the Sun Spirit and the highest moral code that Gedatsu Kongo taught. Maybe Hideto's example is too virtuous for us to follow, but there are many ways we can contribute to society and practice the Sun Spirit. Many of our own members are practicing the Sun Spirit. LA member Cookie Barthel has been volunteering every weekend at a food pantry, providing food for those who are needy. Also, Scott Takeda and John Horner in Sacramento and Kenny Kuritani in Los Angeles are always ready to help at our churches and prepare for our festivals and bazaars. And many members and friends help and support each other and volunteer at our events. Another form of practicing the Sun Spirit are the prayers we have been giving for the souls of coronavirus victims and ancestor blessing for the healthcare workers. The sun continually gives light and energy 24/7, equally to all unconditionally. Even at night, when we can't see the sun, it is still generating light and energy to all things on the other side of the earth. I hope that today's Sun Spirit service has allowed us to become more aware of the sun and appreciate its meaning in our lives. I believe that when we promise ourselves to live like the sun and practice the Sun Spirit in our daily lives, we will surely create a life full of joy, happiness, and kindness. I sincerely pray for your health and happiness. Please stay safe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For those of you who would like to support Dr. Hideto and the Japan Heart, Gedatsu Church will gather the donation and send it to Japan. Please mail a check to Los Angeles Gedatsu Church, or donate through online. Now we will perform our closing prayer. Once again, let us put our hands together in prayer. We join in giving reverence to the universal life force, all guardian angels, and the souls of our ancestors, as well as the sun. We give thanks for the infinite blessings we receive. We resolve to live each day with appreciation and gratitude. Homage to our founder, Gedatsu Kongo 7 times. Namu Gedatsu Kongo, 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 Namu Gedatsu Kongo. That concludes our appreciation service and the Sun Spirit service. I hope that today's program has been helpful to you in both your spirit and your mind. Also, still a lot of people in Texas is suffering from the coldness and the lack of energy and water. Let's get together and send our prayer to them. Stay safe and healthy and enjoy your time with family and friends. Bye.